Yo, Greg Moore here, AZ Central Sports, along with the champ, Cain Velasquez. Cain, you're returning to the octagon after a 2-year break. If you don't know this guy, he's about as famous as you can get in the world of MMA without being like an over-the-top movie star. So maybe that's what he's going for, right? You beat Lesnar, you beat Dos Santos, you beat Nogueira, and he's known as Cardio Cain. This dude is just going to attack, and it's been that way ever since he was a All-American at Arizona State. So Cain, why don't you tell me about your upcoming opponent in your next fight?
So Francis Ngannou, he's a big guy, he's very strong, very powerful, a lot of power in his hands, so good boxing. That's his ultimate weapon, is his hands. With a big guy like that, the fight can end at any moment.
Cain's also the longest reigning heavyweight champ in UFC history, more knockouts than any other heavyweight. Can you tell me, what are you thinking when you're in the ring, when there's a guy in front of you and you know you got to get him out of there? What's that like?
Just stick with the game plan, you know, what we've trained for that fight, you know, it's our preparation. So it's just a good balance of keeping composure, sticking to the game plan, and just trying to find a way to win.
One more before we show you guys some video and have Cain take you through it. ASU's defensive coordinator for the football team, Danny Gonzalez, says the team that plays the hardest, the longest wins. That's been your fighting style since the beginning. Can you tell me where you get that reserve of energy from?
I've just been able to push, you know, at times when I've competed against other people and I've kind of felt them kind of die out a little bit, and I mean, that's when you put the pressure on. That's when that's when the fight becomes easier, that's when the competition becomes a little easier then. So knowing that you can push your body to that limit is a great resource to have. All in all, it's just about, again, keeping composure, going out there and just putting you know, the amounts of pressure that you need to go out there and win.
All right, let's watch some video.
This is a fight versus Travis Brown.
Your most recent fight.
Yes.
So now what were you thinking about Brown?
Brown, just a big, tall guy, again, strong strikes. Guys that I fight mainly are much bigger, much taller than me, so I gotta try to be quick with just the head movement, the strikes, never stopping in a sense. Once the punches are thrown, to move out of danger and stuff. But
how do you get inside on a guy this big?
Just try to be quick, you know. You just try to get really comfortable in the situations where when you're close with each other, you know, and you can get punched at any moment. That's where you need to be the most calm and kind of see everything coming at you, so you can react accordingly. On the fence a lot, guys will throw punches off the fence to kind of get you off, but when they throw punches, that's when you can see them, you know, either duck under them to wrestle or duck under them to hit a counter.
Sounds like being comfortable in pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who's this?
This is Junior Dos Santos. This is one of the toughest fights. This guy just didn't stop, man. Endless takedown defense, so he was really good. It was hard to get him down, and he has just really good boxing skills. You know, hits the hardest that I've ever felt anybody hit before. That to me was the toughest fight because he stayed on his feet. He was always dangerous on his feet, and it was tough to bring him down. Then I had to go ahead and win the fight also on the feet as well. Again, with the pressure going in, not so much where I'm getting tagged, I'm getting hit as well. You know, the game is to go out there and hit people and not get hit.
Right.
You know, try to be skilled as possible. So that's what I did for 5 rounds straight. Just put the pressure on and won that fight.
Let's talk about your opponent.
Francis Ngannou, again, he's another big guy, big striker, lot of power in his hands, he's just really explosive.
What are going to be the keys to beating him?
You know, being aware of his punching power, not being too reckless in there. As you can see when he throws his hands, you know, there's a lot behind it.
Yeah. Also looks like there's room. Like, what are you going to do, shoot?
If it's there, yeah, shoot. He comes in with strong punches. I don't feel like he kicks that much. You know, he's kind of a one-dimensional style of fighter, but again, very dangerous in his strong suits.
All right. Again, this is Greg Moore, AZ Central Sports for Cain Velasquez. He's going to be returning to the octagon after a 2-year absence. He's looking to get himself back on top of the heavyweight division and maybe even more after that. He's fighting Francis Ngannou at Talking Stick Resort Arena February 17th. Tickets already are on sale. and he's an Arizona guy making his first fight in his home state.